If you have ever been a Cheesecake Factory, you know how delicious their cheesecakes are, and you also may know how expensive it may be just for one slice. Making it at home may be more cheaper and more delicious. According to the data that I've collected on my survey, one of the questions I've asked my peers was what their favorite flavor of ice cream is. Because the most common answer was vanilla, you'll be interested that vanilla ice cream goes great with cheesecake. The steps are easy to follow, so you can make it for yourself or for others. Ever since I was little, my sister and I would always go to the store to just buy cheesecake to eat for days. But as I got older, I thought it'd be more fun to make it at home. I have made cheesecake many times for myself and for others at social gatherings. So today I will be teaching you step by step on how to bake a cheesecake. The goal is to help you bake this cheesecake successfully for yourself and for others. In order to do that, first you'll need to know the ingredients and tools, second, how to combine the ingredients with the measurements, and lastly, the baking process with the correct times. For step one, there are two parts for the ingredients, the crust and the cheesecake filling. The first step to creating the cheesecake are getting together the ingredients, which are cream cheese. Looks like this. You will need 4 blocks of 8 ounces. Be sure that they're blocks like this, not like the spread that you put on bagels. Second, you will need sugar. For that, you will need 1 cup of granulated sugar. Third is sour cream. Yes, sour cream is included because it makes the texture right for the cheesecake. You may also use heavy cream for a creamier texture, and you'll need 1 cup of it. Fourth are eggs. You will need 3 eggs. The last ingredient is optional, and it is vanilla extract or lemon juice. According to Sally's baking recipe, the lemon juice brightens up the cheesecake overall flavor, and vanilla is always a good idea. For the crust, you will need graham crackers, about 12 sheets of graham crackers crushed, 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. It will need to be melted, and the tools you will need will be measuring spoons, like this, and you will also need a measuring cup, looks like this. You can also use a whisk or a hand mixer. You will also need 2 bowls, 1 medium and 1 large, and a 9 or 10-inch spring form pan and a roasting pan. Now that we have discussed the ingredients, measurements, and tools needed, now we will move on to the second step of combining the ingredients together. First, let's discuss how to make the crust. If you have not so done already, make sure the graham crackers are crushed. Pour it into a medium-sized bowl, then pour the sugar and butter until all is combined evenly into a sandy texture. Try to get rid of any large or big chunks. Pour that into the springform pan and pat into the pan evenly, and make sure that you don't pat it into too hard, or the crust will turn out too thick. Next, let's discuss on how to make the filling. In a large bowl, using a mixer, beat the cream cheese and sugar together for 2 minutes until it is smooth and creamy. Then add the sour cream, vanilla extract, and lemon juice until it is fully combined. Next, you'll add the eggs on medium speed. Make sure you add 1 egg at a time after each beat. The last step is to prepare the whole cheesecake before putting it into the oven. First, wrap aluminum foil around the springform pan. Pour the cheesecake batter on top of the crust using a spatula or spoon. You may even out the top. Next, pour 1 inch of boiling hot water into the roasting pan. Place the pan inside of the roasting pan. And now that we have prepared everything to put into the oven, now it's time to know how much time to bake it. The last and most important step to making a cheesecake is knowing the correct times. First, preheat the oven on to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The crust should bake for about 10 minutes. After pouring the filling onto the crust, you wrap it in aluminum foil. The cheesecake should bake for about 55 to 70 minutes, or until the center is almost done. If it's browning too quickly, tint it with aluminum foil halfway through. Once it is all done baking, turn off the oven and leave it slightly open. The cheesecake will sit in there for about an hour until it's cool. Remove from the oven once that's done and let the cheesecake cool completely until it is ready to put into the fridge. Lastly, refrigerate for about 4 hours or overnight. According to Emma Christine on how to bake the perfect cheesecake, she said if you cut into the cheesecake before chilling, it will have a firm custardy texture like flan, and you will know that you have done something wrong. So make sure to chill it before you serve it. Once it is done refrigerating, remove the springform pan into the bowl, and it should be ready to serve and eat. So far now you have learned how to bake a cheesecake using all the steps I have explained. Using the ingredients and tools, knowing how to mix all the ingredients with the measurements, and lastly knowing the baking process with the correct time and chronological order. Now that everyone has learned how to bake a cheesecake successfully, I hope that you're able to use this knowledge in the future to enjoy or to teach someone else. Although you may not need this information, it is a fun activity to accomplish, especially to those who love baking or to those who love vanilla ice cream to pair with your cheesecake. According to Why Is Cheesecake So Good, they make a perfect summer dessert. The filling and sweet deliciousness makes perfect antidotes to the heat outside. Because this whole process does take a bit of time, it can be a fun summer activity and a bonding experience for you, your friend, family member, or a partner. Thank you.